What's going on, everyone? My name is Zachary Crouch, and this is Walk the Park. So this is our first walk together, and I just kind of thought maybe we should keep it simple. We'll just stroll from one end of the Disneyland Resort to the other. No sweat. We'll start at the Pixar Pier and eventually make our way over to Mickey's Toontown. Along the way, I'll show you some of my favorite spots. Fill your mind with all those fun facts you already know about, but you love to hear about anyway. And maybe share some memories too. I'm still kind of figuring this channel out, if I'm being totally honest. So please, 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 leave me your thoughts in the comments. In our next video, I really hope that I can share with you exactly why I'm making this channel and hope that my goal is an inspiration to somebody out there. For now, though, let's go for a walk.
So the first thing I thought I would share with you while we're on our stroll to Mickey's Toontown is I look over here to the right at the Incredicoaster, and it makes me think of the time my wife and I went on vacation to Palm Springs. We had a wonderful time, and I would recommend Palm Springs to literally anybody. But when we got there, as we drove into town, my mind was blown at the architecture in this city. The Palm Springs Visitor Center looks oddly familiar. Needless to say, I think Pixar got a little inspiration from Palm Springs, California. I gotta say, for this fine Monday evening, wait times right now are looking pretty freaking sweet. You look here, you zoom in here a little bit more. 40 minutes for Toy Story, wild stuff. 40 minutes for Cars, what is going on? 55 for Guardians of the Galaxy, 30 for Soarin'. Some wild stuff, and then it gets even crazier over here at Disneyland Park. A 10-minute wait walk-on for one of my favorites, Pirates of the Caribbean. 20 for Haunted Mansion. 15, my goodness, for Tiana's. Tonight is a good night to be at Disneyland Resort, which is much to the reason why we're on this stroll together. As someone who was born and raised in the Bay Area, I love San Francisco Square. I know it was a simple overlay, but I love having the Golden Gate Bridge at California Adventure. This next structure, though, man, I've Googled it. I've asked cast members. Pokemon Go calls it the Egg Tower. I have no idea what you call this thing, so leave it in the comments. What do you guys call it? Because I got nothing. Interesting, though. On to the Palace of the Fine Arts building on the Little Mermaid ride. Always loved this. Kind of hated that they repainted it, but I get it. But really cool replica there. Really cool fun fact. I learned this from Hey Brecky. Shout out to him. That this statue right here once belonged in a fountain area in Disneyland Park. And then they moved it and put it up there. I always thought that was fascinating. On to the Embarcadero. This is one of my favorite areas of California Adventure. In all of the changing that has happened to this park in the last 25 years. For whatever reason, this little quiet road that isn't always so quiet has remained. The architecture has stayed that beautiful San Francisco look, and I'm obsessed. This is probably one of my favorite rides in California Adventure, if not my favorite ride. Mostly because anytime someone just gets absolutely drenched, even if it's me, I just think it's the funniest thing on planet Earth. I laugh harder on this ride than any other ride. So I'm sad this time of year when everything's all closed up. And as you can see, the road around it is pretty spacious right now. And that's one of the things with February Disneyland is you're going to experience a lot of refurbishments and construction, but I will say firsthand, it is still worth it to be here. The vibe is still here, regardless of the different walls and different closures and different things go on. The magic is still alive and well. I mean, he looks pretty bored. Now, I only went to Disneyland, I think 2 times as a kid. But the last time I went, I was about 10 years old. And we had to park in this obscure place, and my dad was super irritated. And we had to get in a tram that took us to the park, which annoyed him. And the parking lot was covered in fencing, and the only thing that we could see was that bear's head towering over the fence as California Adventure was set to open in a few months after we were there. And so every time I see that bear, that's what I think of as a kid on that tram, just trying to get a glimpse as to what they were doing, and the only thing I could see was Grizzly Peak. And here's probably my least favorite view in the park. I'm big on the storytelling, guys. I like the experiences that Disney brings. It's unmatched. But when I look up and I see this 1920s theater, and behind it is this futuristic spaceship, I don't know, metal junk thing, it just clashes in the worst way to me. Unlike the Tower of Terror used to, this just doesn't do it for me. But to each his own. I will say that Guardians is a superior ride. Fight me. But did they have to make the building look like that? I mean, I guess to each his own. So what are your thoughts on the recent esplanade decorations? Kind of interesting, right? I mean, I heard somebody call it the Timu Castle, which that's just cold. Every time I see this train station, I think of 2020. My wife and I are standing there right outside the gate, looking up at it, and yet we couldn't get in because everything was shut down during the pandemic. That was during our honeymoon, too. Gosh, that's another story for another time. just want to mention, if you haven't done it, check out the new Walt Disney show over here at the Opera House. Personally, I loved it. Loved every minute of it. I'm going to have to do a walk through Tomorrowland sometime. Vent off my frustration. Yeah, I see a lot of walks in our future.
I'll explain more later.
Well, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of our walk today. I hope you've enjoyed our stroll. If you have, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe so we can go on more of these walks together. I've had a lot of fun. I know that you've had. Hey, what's going on there, Max? And there he is. Gotta love you some Goofy. That's awesome. On our next walk, I'm going to explain exactly why I made this channel, so I hope you stick around for that. Hopefully it gets better from here on out. We'll see what happens. Until then, God bless you guys. And if times are tough and you're having a hard time getting through it, just remember what the founder said. Keep moving forward.